Hello there, welcome back to V4 and Golden Horde with the Khan of Khans, or the Great Khan. I have no idea why I call it the Khan of Khans, but I prefer that before the Great Khan. Anyways, as you can see, last time we had a war with Muscovy, we kicked their ass. We split Muscovy into two, Novgorod in the north and, well, proper Muscovy in the south. And I'm a little bit unsure how I'll actually handle Muscovy, but the potential plan here in the future could actually become something along the lines of, well, basically allowing Muscovy to colonize east for me, and basically taking down the colonies as they progress, instead of getting, well, set system myself, or we'll probably just go for territorial conquest over there ourselves. We do have Persia, well, we at least attempt to have Persia, so that works. We also have, of course, the Ottomans still as an ally, but it's kind of a scary situation because I'm a little bit unsure what they actually want here. I don't want to take anything that would, well, be theirs. In this case, the Middle East is not of our interest, only the Persian region, so we'll not be touching Karkononia unless they attack us. That's the plan. So what we will be doing, however, is most likely trying to get ourselves a little bit of a fight with Lithuania soon. They do have some provinces that we want: Poltava, Kursk, Smolensk, and these two, I believe, was. But basically, I will be planning to, well, attempting an attack on Lithuania before they become too much of a troublesome foe. So we're going to work with that. Of course, Genoa is also potentially a real target here. That only Savoy and Mantua that are their allies. I'm pretty sure neither of those. Of course, Savoy could have some more powerful allies, but I'm actually really tempted to go ahead and declare war on Genoa in the effort of trying to take these two provinces. So I'm actually going to do that. But before that, we're going to stop the relation improvement with Crimea here and actually fabricate the claims required to get them a little bit cheaper. I just realized that I forgot a very important part about this. Genoa is, of course, part of the Empire, and as such, this could backfire horribly, but on the other side, I don't think Austria has what is required to march a great army into, well, Genoa itself. But this could backfire horribly, again. But I don't see how I have too much of a choice here. It's better to just take them out now before, well, one, they get stronger, two, potentially the Ottomans take Alpha, for instance. That would suck. So it is kind of a gamble, but it's a gamble that I feel will pay off. Well, hope. More hope than feel, but you get my idea here. Anyways, the main problem here will of course be the Genoese noble rebels. They will need to be defeated, and the fact that Crimea is sacrificing manpower here to attempt to do that is fine by me. I will also be attempting to just use the mercenary army here in order to win this war because, well, manpower, things like that. So we're going to be sieging here, Austria-Sarge, Pure Salzburg, Palatinate. Again, most of these I don't think will have any chance of getting to my lands here, so that is kind of what I'm hoping at. But we'll see how it plays out. The goal, of course, still will be to improve relations with both Crimea and Kazan and annex them pretty quickly. And of course, get some Genoan or Georgian nationalists, which are going to be a pain in the ass no matter how we look at it. 50 diplomatic power or 50 admin power? Well, admin power is more important, so we're going to have to lose the diplomatic ones, even though that is what will require to take the province. So, again, not the best of scenarios, but it's a scenario that we just have to live with at the moment. We'll probably also end up taking it alone, unfortunately. But we'll keep this going and see how it ends up. I don't really need a fleet. I will have no use for it whatsoever. So we're going to get rid of that, but that's actually an army. Alsace made his way over here, which is really scary. Really scary. So I might have to, we'll just take a cheap religious unity. I might have to do some pretty nasty stuff here. Yeah, that's basically what I was afraid of. A real big army has actually made its way here. I'm a little bit unsure, but we'll wait here at the moment, and we'll join up with both armies and try and basically mash this one before they become a troublesome foe here, which of course will be a bit of a gamble here. I'll probably lose a lot of soldiers, even so. Big problem, of course, is if Austria manages to make their way over here, then things are definitely going to become more scary than I like, but hopefully that will not be the case. So, let's see who I'm actually at war with. Yeah. I'm going to keep the mercenary army standing here. I'm probably going to accept whatever terms the Georgian nationalists have in order, again, to try and, well, preserve some manpower. That will be the goal here. And hopefully, if these guys actually learn to attack, it's going to be a little bit, let's see, 827, 50 more. So yes, waiting in Zaporizhia is probably going to be the most beneficial to me. No idea why I'm actually suffering so high attrition here. High limit of 9. But let's just split that, take half the army down south to, well, combat that. But yeah, the fact that Austria and the Palatinate actually managed to make their way over here is a little bit annoying. No, it's not just a little bit annoying, it's really annoying. I might have to go for getting some more mercenaries here in order to support this, and we are going to get rid of those rebels before they cause problems. Of course, the 25 prestige loss is going to be a pain in my behind, but not really much I can do about that now. And we are going to hope that the Muscovy war here takes a little bit longer, but unfortunately we get a tribal succession crisis here. Our great chief is dead and already the vultures circling. Looks like there will be yet another struggle for the throne. No child can be a Khan, so I get a 553. This is so far only positive. I'm much better king. Didn't take too much of a hit to legitimacy either, which is good. And I can now establish the Sheikh Islam, which will help with missionary strength. I can get that little bit extra prestige. I can get rid of a lot of national revolt risk. I can introduce Asia if I want a little bit more money, which we will do in this case. So basically here, the only thing I didn't get was this, which I require innovative ideas for. That's fine. We did lose a stability point, but that we can just bump right back up to get, well, a little bit safe and also to negate the legitimacy losses that were happening. But yeah, this is really positive. It's probably young too, wasn't it? 19? Yeah, it's 19, it's a 553. Basically, this is a wonderful scenario. But for the time being, we'll await the war with Austria and everyone here, and we'll see how this plays out. But potentially here we could get a victory where we snatch at least one of their provinces. We'll see how it goes. There we go, everything has been sieged, giving me 28% war score, but as you can see here, they are not even close to likely to give it away. Austria holds Vienna, strength of alliances, things like that, but I can of course negotiate with Genoa itself, and I need 88% war score, which is that's going to be a real pain to get. Let's face it, I can take Azov. No, they won't even give me Azov. Well, we're close at least, so I could take Azov if I really want to here, but I think for the time being we'll just wait, because the war score will go in our favor if we'll just keep on going up. I will not suffer if I'm careful any more war exhaustion, which is wonderful, so I just need to be careful there. I don't think mercenaries can add to war exhaustion. If they can, that would be a really annoying thing. So basically here, I can, well, get 23,000 heretic regiments, or I can sacrifice 40 ducats and get a 3-point stability. I think we do that. It's a loan, but let's face it, it's a 3-point stability for... I did not get a 3-point stability. What the heck? Well, I did get a 3-point stability. I'm just remembering it wrongly. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, I'm actually really tempted to just try and see if we might actually end up going for a white piece here. I'm a little bit unsure, but yeah, might have to go for a white piece. They are marching a 33,000 army against mine, and they got the advantage of, well, being prepared and getting there first. But we are inflicting some injuries to them. If we win this battle before this one joins up, then we probably win this war. If not, we are probably in trouble. Yeah, they're all joining up, so I think what we're going to do here is take a 31. We're going to take... Damn it. So yeah, I basically overestimate my own capabilities here, and they will accept the white piece. So I think in this case we'll just go for the white piece. We'll have to wait until either Austria or someone else is in trouble, and then we will try and picket the 2 provinces of Genoa. If not, we'll have to try and get the Ottomans into a war with us for said provinces, but yeah, this is basically what I will have to go for, unfortunately. There wasn't really much else to do there. If I lost that battle, most of my army would definitely have been torn to pieces, which is, no matter how we look at it, not beneficial at all. So this was, in my opinion, the best answer I could have come up with. Of course, I should have realized that I took a little bit of gamble. Found they wandered through two lines is something I should probably have anticipated, but I was hoping they wouldn't be able to do that, and I got punished for it, which is not good at all. But I think what we might do here is choose to go straight for Lithuania and the Polish. We probably should have done that to begin with then, but as you can see, we actually would have been in a lot of trouble. We have 18,000 men now. Poland has 17. Lithuania isn't even on the list anymore with 13, but they are out of manpower. So I think going off Lithuania instead is probably going to be the most beneficial thing here. Poland is allied with Novgorod. Mecklenburg, Brandenburg, not really scary. This 9,000 army of Brandenburg's is, but on that it should be fine. Polish armies are in Muscovy itself. Novgorod riddled by rebels, so I think we can actually benefit here from going straight onto the attack. But of course, it's going to be again a little bit of a weird scenario, no matter how it piles up. So we're going to put our armies on the frontier and see if we can get something good going. We also got a pretty decent air, 443, which is really good. Now, can I roll the Ottomans into this? I can, so I think we're just going to go right ahead and declare war. Because what I need here is a ton of provinces. Unfortunately, it's kind of bad that I can't actually fabricate claims, but I need a total of 6 provinces from Lithuania, and it's better to get them now ASAP rather than later, when, well, it will be more troublesome. Muscovy will just have to wait a little bit for the time being. Their idea is expansion, so we will definitely have to deal with them sooner rather than later, but we also have a truce, I believe, with said bastards until 73, so 5 more years to prepare for the second war. And in the second war here, taking just basically these 2 provinces will be enough to close them off, and since we have Kazan, that will be probably pretty damn easy to do. So I think we're going to go ahead, declare war, drag in the Ottomans, and I'm going to be using the mercenary army as usual, as the sieging squad will be having the second army here basically standing as a backup, and hopefully this will give me the provinces I'm after. See how it plays out. So far the war is going really well. I've taken a couple of pot shots at smaller armies. Unfortunately, Kazan decided to help Muscovy out, which is a big no-no. They did it anyways, which is a big no-no. But anyways, I should be able to live with this. I will be using my second diplomat here to improve relations with Kazan. I want to be able to annex these two about the same time, so we're just going to be improving relations with both of them. Now, the Ottomans will most likely run Poland into the ground pretty rapidly, so I just need to make sure that I can siege the lands here fast enough, which is again going to potentially be a really hard thing to do, to be perfectly honest. It's 6 provinces that I'm after. If I can siege them fast enough is a big it's actually a big worry here, because if I can't, then the thing that's going to happen is that the Ottomans will most likely make a peace with Poland that is not favorable for me, and potentially get me into trouble, which is again a big no-no. Kind of hate my limits here on how many forces I can have in the same square. But yeah, limits to what I can do with because of that. I think we will move everything we have into Kursk here. Because again, we'll probably have to use my own forces to kick. Oh, never mind then. I have a fairly good ally here that's doing the kicking for me. But anyways, yeah, I'm currently sieging the provinces that I require. That's a 10,000 Lithuanian army, which is again worrisome, but manageable. And the Ottomans solved that for me, so that is also wonderful. But yeah, I'm going to just siege here. There's probably not going to be any bigger battles. The Ottomans will probably do a lot for me. And hopefully, if the Ottomans actually... Yeah, I'll have to kill those later. I'll just allow the sieges to finish, and then we'll move. Then we'll move on to that. We'll let them stay home. We'll move my regular manpower forces out of there. Don't really want them to, well, suffer too much in the injury front. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the Ottomans will win this war for me, more or less. All I really have to do is get my get the provinces that I want finished and sieged before the Ottomans peacefully or violently decides to leave the war. Now, in this case, we'll have to lose those 60 ducats. The benefits to everything else is just a little bit too much for me to say no. So yeah, I have 2 loans now. 2 loans that are a little bit annoying, but can live with them. Chernihiv has been sieged. Now, there's 2 provinces left, and I'm going to go right after them. I'm a little bit unsure how much I can actually get in this war, but figure that out really soon. So I'll allow the war to end, and the peace deal is basically the last thing we'll do during this session, I think. Now, as you can see, the war score is 67%. I will more or less have to fight 2 wars or 2 times to solve this war, but it doesn't really matter. Both the overextension and war score cost will be about 120% to take everything. I am just missing Chernihiv and Poltava, if I'm not mistaken, with this deal anyways. So taking these 4 provinces is going to be more than enough for me. Taking, might as well open that again so you can see we'll take Smolensk, Bryansk, Novgorod-Severensky, and Seversky, Kursk, and we're taking some money, pay back loans. And, well, the aggressive expansion will be a little bit much, but it's something I can live with. And what we're basically going to do now, I think, is prepare for a second war against Muscovy, where we hopefully will be able to cut them off. We're also most likely going to start the annexation of Crimea and Kazan pretty soon as well, most likely right after the war with Muscovy. So I'll be going with this deal, and it should be a fairly good deal for me here. Now, the problem, of course, will be that I will need to core these provinces, and I will need defenses in order to be able to core them, so the army will still be paid what they are currently being paid in order to ensure that I manage to, well, core everything and not lose something to, well, rebels. So it cost me a fair bit of admin power, but let's face it, I'm getting a ton of everything now, which is wonderful. So I think I'll still be improving relations with both Crimea and Kazan, and unfortunately I will not be fabricating claims against Muscovy just yet. But we'll wait and see how it plays out. So this is the end of this episode. We did win a war against Lithuania and Poland, and next time we'll probably be going after both Muscovy and potentially Lithuania and Poland again. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you next time. Bye.